So you might be really struggling with trying to figure out what to do to make money during this time of quarantine. There are people that are out of work that don't know when they're going to go back, as well as parents that are home that are trying to figure out exactly what to do to be able to support their family. And if that's you, this video is going to definitely help you to get on track. To my channel, Tamia here. And if you've never seen my face before, I would love to invite you to go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell, because on my channel we talk about all things connected to living the intentional lady life, so that you can build a life and a business that I know that you'll absolutely love. So we're literally in the middle of quarantine. This year has been something else, hasn't it? But you might be at this place where you are struggling, trying to figure out how you are going to pay the bills. But I want to do a little bit of mindset work with you really quickly and help you to understand that obviously, as terrible as this time is, you really are at an advantage for trying to figure out how you can either create passive income or the online business of your dreams. Now is absolutely the time to do it. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you 7 simple ways you can go ahead and begin to make money from home on the online platform. Let's go ahead and get into it. So my first tip is going to have you to go ahead and start a YouTube channel. Now, believe it or not, I think sometimes when people are not on the back end of producing YouTube videos, obviously they really don't have the real insight into how powerful YouTube is. Remember, YouTube is a search engine. So you have people consistently, like yourself, coming to the platform to do different searches to find the answers to their pain points, whether that is connected to entertainment or either education. So if you're at a place where you're out of work right now and you're trying to figure out what you can do, go ahead and share your expertise in whatever field or niche on the YouTube platform. Now, there's a possibility that you can do a video and it has a major amount of viral effects, literally in the time span of when you first post it. If you do all of the necessary research before you go ahead and launch your channel, in terms of knowing your titles and your keywords and just getting everything together, there's a huge possibility that you can go ahead and start to make passive income from the ads that will be running through your video if your video goes ahead and gets pulled up by the YouTube algorithm. So I want you to start thinking about doing a YouTube kind of like you would go ahead and do consulting. You're sharing your expertise with people that are really attracted to your particular niche. So while you have this time, go ahead and plan out possibly what your YouTube channel could be about. Put together a schedule and start recording. I have several different videos on my channel. I'll make sure that I link them right here that will help you in terms of your YouTube growth. In some cases, being on YouTube is a process. It does take time, but all that we have right now in quarantine is time. So if this is something that you've been wanting to do, or maybe I have intrigued you with this particular idea, then go ahead and get it started. Another thing that you can go ahead and do to make that online money with regards to making money online, or let's say starting a business, is you going ahead and starting a blog. Now you can do this for a really cheap amount. And once you start a blog in particular, then once again, just like YouTube, you can go ahead and connect, let's say, some products or services that you develop on your blog. Now, some people, they really think blogging, maybe it's a hobby. No, blogging can really help you to be able to make money. Obviously, it's a platform that you have to build up on, but if you really focus on it like you do your regular 9 to 5 that you might not have right now, you'll find that eventually over time it can be super lucrative. Now, I know, I get it. We're looking for a ready-made quick fix, and I'm definitely gonna get to those ideas. But in the meantime, with regards to starting a blog, this is something that you can build up since you may have the extra time as well. So you can post to your blog between maybe, let's say, 1 to 3 times a week, and then really do some backlinking, maybe to some other websites that will help your audience to be able to get to the answers that they need for their particular pain point. So if you've ever been thinking about starting a blog on the basis of your niche or your expertise, definitely begin to do it now. Now is the time to get your ideas, your message, and your voice out. Next, in order to try try to make money online in a very simple way, you can go ahead and think about becoming a coach. Now with coaching, obviously if you want to become certified, there are certain programs that you do have to make an investment in order to be able to get that certification, which really qualifies you. But at the same time, once you begin to do coaching in whatever area, let's say relationship coaching or coaching for female entrepreneurs like myself, and I'm also a health and life coach, then you have the ability to do consulting. So they kind of work hand in hand. And what consulting basically is that you connecting with potential clients and really helping to walk them through the process of getting to the goal that they want to get to by giving them advice. Now that's consulting, but when you're talking about coaching, you're talking about more so intimate sessions that you can do with your clientele to be able to help them really hold their hand through the process of achieving their goal. Now, I believe that with regards to becoming a coach, that consulting is the greatest thing to do in terms of your next step, because with consulting, like I mentioned, you're more so just advising them, versus with coaching, you're really gonna walk them through the process. Now, they both can be really lucrative ways to be able to make income, especially if you can build up that client base and those customers on the basis of your expertise. But at the same time, I would go with consulting if you're just starting out, where you're advising people, and then once you build up those clients, then go ahead and do coaching because it's more detailed. Now, in order to really get established as a coach, you simply need to put together a website and then get on social media and begin to meet new people, post content that helps people to understand that you are an established expert in your field. Now, once you seek out a way to become the coach that you're looking to become, and you get that certification, or however you figure out to do whatever kind of coaching you want to do, this is something that you can start literally right away. In some programs, when you're doing a certification for coaching, they allow for you to either run groups, or let's say to really set out to start to get clientele literally like in the middle of the program. So you really don't have to, in some programs, wait till you get the certification. They allow for you to start to build that client base while you're in the program. It's a great way to be able to make income, and it really gives you an opportunity to establish some things as far as your future is concerned. Now, the next thing that you can do to really make the money that you need online, maybe building your business, is to do tutoring. Obviously, right now, there are so many children that are home that need that extra of help with regards to their schoolwork. Now, when you're teaching children at home, obviously they do get help through the online school that they're going through, or if you're doing a homeschool curriculum more so, they definitely need just that consistent reinforcement. Now, if you're a parent that works in the home, then obviously those children need help. And so this is where you can step in as a tutor to be able to help in terms of reinforcing some of the different things that these children are learning at home in the daytime. Maybe you can start a tutoring company, or either try to see if you can do a Google search for different companies that already have established tutors. So whereas you can give your expertise in a particular field and make sure that these children are getting the help that they need while they're home during this quarantine. Now, you can also do virtual assistant work. This is a field that is absolutely booming. I see a lot of stay-at-home moms in particular become virtual assistants, whereas they're able to work with like a CEO or an entrepreneur to get different tasks done. Now, you can go on all kind of sites to really try to find a particular job in this field. One that I can go ahead and request to you would be Indeed.com. You can type in virtual assistants. People are always looking for administrative assistants, virtual assistants, as well as other people in that particular field that can help them with their day-to-day tasks. Now, whatever your expertise are, whether it's typing or organization, I mean, whatever have you, especially those of you that are stay-at-home moms, you definitely want to look into becoming a virtual assistant. And let's say eventually you want to start your online business, you can utilize that money to be able to fuel the very thing that you're doing in terms of seeding the business that you eventually want to do. People, like I said, are always looking for virtual assistants to be able to help them with their day-to-day tasks. Next, you can become a customer service agent, or like a phone answering agent, or let's say a receptionist remotely. And so I would request once again that you go on this website called Indeed.com and you type in remote customer service or remote receptionist. What you'll find is, once again, a lot of job agencies put out different posts for these receptionists or either for customer service agents. Now, another thing that I definitely know is that, let's say you are good with answering phones in terms of customer service, there are several different companies that create answering services for different entrepreneurs. And so you would be assigned to a different particular company, and you'd have the opportunity to answer the phone, to maybe pass on information for this particular client that you have through this particular agency. So there are a lot of people right now looking for remote receptionists, as well as customer service agents, as well as answering services as well. So definitely look into these positions on Indeed.com. Next, you can go ahead and create an ebook and actually sell it online. So whatever area you have an expertise in, you can go ahead and put together an ebook. Now, if you're like a deer in headlights and you have no idea where to start, then I want to go ahead and invite you to join the waitlist for my upcoming membership program, which is called Dominant Entrepreneurship Society membership, where I help upcoming aspiring lady entrepreneurs to be able to get on track in terms of the different things that they want to do as online business owners. So I'll make sure that I put a link in the description down below that will help you to be able to join the waitlist. And inside of this membership, I'm going to be showing you exactly what you need to do in order to write the ebook that you want to write, how you can go ahead and market it, what platforms you need to put it on, just all of the simple steps that you need to be able to get your ideas in an ebook and then out so that they can definitely be sold. So definitely just get into the process of writing the ebook that you want to write. And then as you go on, you have the chance to complete the rest of the steps in terms of marketing the product. There are about 30 million people right now that are struggling in this whole unemployment crisis because of the coronavirus and the whole pandemic. But I want to give you just a quick word of hope, helping you to understand if you really begin to shift your mindset and utilize this time being in quarantine, then you can totally come out on top. Use this time to build the different things that you may have been dreaming of that maybe you never even had the time to do before. So in the description down below, let me know if there are any questions that you want me to go ahead and answer with regards to any of the tips that I gave you for making money in simple ways during quarantine online. I'll be definitely happy to answer them in the description down below. Do me a favor, make sure that you subscribe. And there's one more thing that I have to let you know, and that is I absolutely believe in you. Ciao.